Alright, we're working through the soil comparison lab, right? Making sure you have all the materials. We're going to start at the beginning for whatever you may have missed. Alright, so it says, obtain a sample of local soil, observe the sample, record observations in your lab notebook. So here is our sample soil. And pause the video at this time and make some observations based upon what you see. Step number 2 says to take a sample and spread it on the graph paper so you can see the lines through the soil. So we're going to take a small bit like such, and we're going to flatten it out. So from this image you should be able to come up with an understanding of the local soil. Then the next part says to take some soil and put it in your hand, palm of your hand. Rub between your hands. Is it soft or gritty? Does it clump together or crumble when you squeeze it? So with it in hand, right? Just gonna take some from here. Right? We'd say definitely more crumbly than that. The finer stuff is softer, but overall more, I'd say a little bit more gritty. All right. As we're looking at lots of pebbles and stuff in here as well. All right. So we have those different things. Okay. All right. Next, we're going to put some in a petri dish. Just a small amount. And we'll add drops of water. So it says, look at how the sample is changing. And then looking for things that may be floating. As you're observing that sample. Alright, from here you're going to need to use the stereo microscope, and that is something I can't show you through the iPad, so you'll have to stop in on Monday and make that observation. That will not take long, as I will have soil samples ready to go. Okay. So that gives us through the first part looking at, we've looked at then step 1, 2, 3, and 4. Looking at answering these questions, right? You also have to come in and smell it for that, and then coming in to do step 5. We're going to start the repeat process. Now we're going to take a look at the potting soil. So this is the potting soil. So pause video and make some observations on also topsoil. That's another name for what you're seeing here. Then step 2 talks about graph paper. So you got this image. Here's another image of the topsoil. How can I help you, sir?
Where did we get another petri dish?
What do you mean another one? You only need one.
Step 6 is repeat.
You just need one. You use the top and the bottom. You don't have to keep them covered.
Oh.
Stereo microscopes don't require you to keep it covered. Okay, palm of your hand then. So we're here, palm of your hand. And so taking up this in my hand definitely feels softer overall. Some grittiness, but I would say very fine because of that within this soil. So looking at that, rubbing around, it's not clumping together though. Right? You can see I'm trying to clump it. It's very dry in that sense. All right, and you can come and feel the samples also if you need to. Okay, so we'll start adding water then. This is step 4. Sir, are you with your group right now? Alright, so then at this point you'll need to come in and take a look at it under the stereo microscope, and that will allow you to see what is happening here. Alright, so those are the initial 4 steps. You may want to come and experience the palm of your hand, the feeling yourself, right? And you'll need to come in and do the stereo microscope. However, with the data that you should be able to gain from this video, you should be able to start to answer some of these questions as you're working with these different things, right? So answering questions 1 through 4.